What would you do to survive if nuclear war broke out tomorrow? You're not alone if you're worried as you scroll through your feed or watch the news. Experts say the risk of all-out nuclear war is unlikely, but knowing what to expect can give you peace of mind and keep you safe. Here are the facts. No one knows exactly what would happen in the case of a large-scale nuclear war. However, you can still take steps to prepare for nuclear attacks on a smaller scale. In this step-by-step guide, we'll cover everything you need to know to prepare and survive in the days, hours, minutes, and seconds before and after a nuclear attack. Step 1. Preparing in advance. Make a plan. If a nuclear attack does happen, it won't be safe to venture outside for food. You should stay sheltered for at least 48 hours, preferably longer. Having food and medical supplies on hand can put your mind at ease and allow you to focus on other aspects of survival. Step 2. Stock up on non-perishable food. Non-perishables can last several years, whether it's in storage or in sustaining you after an attack. Choose items that contain a lot of carbohydrates, so you get more caloric bang for your buck, and store them in a cool, dry place. White rice, wheat, beans, sugar, honey, oats, pasta, powdered milk, dried fruits and vegetables. Build your supply slowly. Every time you go to the grocery store, pick up 1 or 2 more items for your food storage. Eventually, you should be able to build up a multi-month supply. Make sure you have a can opener for canned items. Step 3. Store water. Consider keeping a water supply in food-grade plastic containers. Clean the containers with a bleach solution, then fill them with filtered and distilled water. Aim to have 1 gallon per person per day. For purifying water in the event of an attack, keep basic household bleach and potassium iodide, Lubel solution, on hand. Step 4. Get communication supplies. Being able to stay informed, as well as alerting others to your position, can be vitally valuable. Here's what you might need. A radio. Try to find one that's crank or solar powered. If you have to go with a battery-operated model, be sure to keep spare batteries on hand. Consider getting a NOWWWW radio as well. This will broadcast emergency information 24 hours a day. A whistle. You can use this to signal for help. Your cell phone, cell service may or may not be maintained, but you'll want to be ready if it is. If you can, find a solar charger for your model. Step 5. Stock up on medical supplies. Having a few medical items available could be the difference between life and death if you're injured in the attack. You'll need a basic first aid kit. You can purchase these prepackaged or make one yourself. You'll need sterile gauze and bandages, antibiotic ointment, latex gloves, scissors, tweezers, a thermometer, and a blanket. A first aid instruction booklet. Purchase one from an organization like the Red Cross, or assemble your own with materials you print off from the internet. You should know how to bandage wounds, administer CPR, treat shock, and treat burns. Prescription medications or supplies. If you take a specific medication every day, try to make sure you have a small emergency supply built up. Step 6. Get other miscellaneous items. Round out your emergency preparedness kit with the following: a flashlight and batteries, dust masks, plastic sheeting and duct tape, garbage bags, plastic ties, and wet wipes for personal sanitation, a wrench and pliers to shut off utilities such as gas and water. Step 7. Keep an eye on the news. A nuclear attack will unlikely come out of the blue from an enemy nation. Such an attack would likely be preceded by a deteriorating political situation. A war with conventional weapons between nations that both have nuclear weapons, if not ended swiftly, may escalate towards nuclear war, and even limited nuclear strikes in one region carry the likelihood to escalate towards an all-out nuclear war elsewhere. Many countries have a rating system to denote the imminence of attack. In the USA and Canada, for example, it may be useful to know the DEFCON, defense condition, level. Step 8. Assess your risk and consider evacuation if a nuclear exchange is looking likely. If evacuation is not an option, then it should at least affect the kind of shelter you will construct for yourself. Learn your proximity to the following targets and plan appropriately. Airfields and naval bases, especially those known to house nuclear bombers, ballistic missile submarines, or ICBM silos. These are certain to be attacked even in a limited nuclear exchange. Commercial ports and runways over 10,000 feet, 3,048 meters, long. These are likely to be attacked even in a limited nuclear exchange and certain to be attacked in an all-out nuclear war. Centers of government. These are likely to be attacked even in a limited nuclear exchange and certain to be attacked in an all-out nuclear war. Large industrial cities and major population centers. These are likely to be attacked in the event of an all-out nuclear war. These are the 8 best steps that you can follow to prepare yourself in advance for a nuclear war. By doing so, you will be able to protect not only yourself but also your family. Russian leader Vladimir Putin has suggested that he would consider using nuclear weapons if confronted with a NATO military response in Ukraine, or if faced with a direct threat to his person or regime. If the war spreads to a NATO country like Estonia or Poland, a direct US-Russia confrontation would take place, with a clear danger of runaway nuclear escalation. Part 2 of this video is coming out very soon to teach you about how to actually survive a nuclear attack if it happened that we actually have one in the incoming days, because nothing really tells us that it won't happen. Share this video to people that you love, friends and families. Subscribe for the upcoming videos, it's very important to do so. And give this video a like to support our work of informing you.